What is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. We have got a very interesting new finding, this time out in space. Now, if you've ever used Google Sky, which you can actually use through your web browser, or you can download the software program Google Earth, after which you would select Google Sky, and what it does is, well, it allows you to navigate all throughout our universe, well, our mapped universe that we know of, and you'd be surprised at all of the anomalous structures and just things out in space. I'm talking interstellar space outside of our solar system. Some very strange things. So I want to go through some of these with you guys today and start off with a new discovery by Scott Waring over at UFO Sightings Daily, who found what looks like a giant structure of some sort located in the Taurus constellation. So here we are, we're on Google Sky. This is actually the starting spot. You're seeing the Milky Way here. What we want to do is we want to zoom back out and head over to the Taurus constellation. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Now, the coordinates to this, by the way, I will put down in the video description. But whenever you head over to the Taurus constellation, you'll find this object in between two specific stars. Those stars are Tau 2 and Tau 3. So here we are. I've put a place marker here next to the star where we will find this object. And we'll just go ahead and zoom out here just to give you a relative idea of the area where we're looking. And as we zoom back in, if you haven't seen it yet, I want you to bring your attention just to the lower southeast of this star. And you'll probably notice this long rectangular object kind of just sticking out from the rest of the stars here. There's nothing else in the area that's like this object, so it's fairly easy to spot. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. So here we are, here's this object. We'll zoom in as close as possible, and as we do, we get the impression that, this looks like a structure. We've spoken many times in our past videos about these alien megastructures that are said to basically litter outer space, and have really been a hallmark throughout the history of ufology. One of our friends by the name of John Leonard Walson, maybe you guys have heard of him, he has a powerful telescope set up, and he has been able to catch, I'm talking like countless, between 30 and 40 of these massive starships, as they're called, floating out in space. I'll link you over to his channel here in just a second. And so we have this that almost looks like a ruler. Obviously would have to be several times the size of Earth. Who knows how large this thing is. We'll just kind of give you some different viewpoints of this thing here. And just notice, it's a completely separate color from all of the other stars. When you're looking at stars, even when you're looking at image artifacts caused by stars, they're often in a circular formation. They're usually let's just say they don't look like this. And this thing, it has these sharp ends, perfect, elongated, rectangular shape. And it would look to have some smaller objects off to the side here. Now, those could be other stars in the distance, but they are the same color as this object and very well could be linked to it. But I thought this was a very interesting find. And it's just one of the many countless things that we have found on Google Sky that have been photographed by our various telescopes over the years. Some very strange things out in space. So, for the duration of the video, I'm going to show you some of the most anomalous findings that we've located via Google Sky. Now, I'm not going to talk through it, I'm not going to narrate it, I'm just going to let you guys sit back and watch. And once that's over, we'll come back, and there's one other thing that I want to bring to your guys' attention that's really going to blow your mind. So sit back, take a look at some of these strange things found out in space, and we'll talk more here in just a second. Alright, so this is just a handful of the strangeness that is outer space. Now, you just saw a lot of different anomalies, we'll just call them. Some of them, sure, they can be chalked up to maybe glitches or simple lens flares, but there's some things that just can't be as quickly discounted. Now, before we end today's video, I want to show you one more discovery that was originally posted to YouTube back in 2010 by a woman who runs a channel called Bliss Weaver, and she was looking over Orion's belt, which are the 3 stars almost in a perfect line that we see in our night skies. Pretty much anyone can see it at night. It's very prominent. And, well, what she found is, to say the least, has always been mind-blowing to me. So I will let you guys watch a clip from her original discovery, and afterwards you guys can let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you have your own Google Sky discoveries, don't hesitate to email them over, and I will get back to you. So check this out, and I'll see you guys back here in just a bit.
Hi everyone, this is Carrie from Bliss Weaver. I wanted to share with you something that I discovered on Sky, Google Sky. And if any of you aren't familiar with that, it's Google Earth. You just click the icon at the top that has the little planet. Probably can't see it very well here, but it's just that little Saturn planet looking thing. This is the constellation of Orion. That's Betelgeuse, and you can see the 4 corners there, and then Orion's belt is in the middle. I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully this will work so that you can see it very well. And I've marked this area right here with these markers because I found something when I was zooming in, just kind of looking around and checking it out one day. And this is what I found. There's a straight line of, when you first see it, it appears to be just a bright line, like one of these starbursts, one of the lines coming off of these stars. And you can sort of, let me see if I can zoom in, you can sort of see it, the line right here. But what I found was that this line appears out of nowhere and ends in the middle of nowhere. It isn't attached to any one particular star. And it goes on and on. It's just a really long line out of nowhere. It ends right over here, next to this star right here. And I'm not sure what it is. This is Orion's belt, though. It says right there. So when I started zooming in, I realized that within this line of light, there are these little disks that are exactly the same distance apart throughout the entire line of this line of light, like some kind of super highway with these little portals or stations or whatever you want to call them at the same distance apart through the whole thing. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's really, really cool. This is what they look like. They're little discs of light, and quite anomalous. Like one has this little thing coming off the top of it there. Here's another one. It's just a little disc of light attached to this very vague, faint line that runs through this entire area here, right above this middle star in the middle of the belt of Orion.